Hackride is here.
All right, let's bring him in. I'm sure he's gonna berate me for my my erroneous accusations earlier. Oh wait, do we have a drop for Hackride now?
He's doing it himself.
No. But we have a drop. I think you owe Hackride a thank you. He filled in for you last week. Did a great job.
He did.
Does anyone want to say thank you to our buddy Hackride?
Yes, Craig. Say
You're making
thank
the
you.
proper sound.
Oh, me? You want me to say thank you?
Yes,
No,
Craig.
there's
Say
a
thank
drop.
you.
Thank you, Hackride.
No, there's a
You are
drop.
welcome.
Which
My penis is regular. Shut up. It's not that one. No. Hackride, do you have it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me either.
There's a drop for Stuttering John says, thank you, Hackride.
I don't
Oh,
know. He's got
yes,
that.
that is not in my soundboard yet.
All right, well, fuck you guys. I thought we'd be.
We
Now,
need to do a
Hackride.
meeting for this.
Hackride, you said. I thought you did a terrific job last week, but you
Well,
said,
thank
what
you.
did you say I lied about with the intro? You didn't listen to me.
I received no message from you, Blind Mike, about anything for the intro.
I
Otherwise,
said,
I
can
would
we
have
do
done
an
it.
over-the-top intro for. I said Sunday at the time, but I meant Monday.
You may have said that, Mike, but you did not text it to me.
You guys
The
talking
last-
on-
Yeah, I just said it out loud.
you guys
The last
talking
text
on
I
the phone all
received
the
at you
time?
was from 4:20 yesterday. Were you able to do an intro for tomorrow?
This is a week
I asked
ago.
her. This is yesterday.
What I'm saying to you is I asked for this intro a week ago.
Oh, I do not remember that. I smoke a lot of weed, Mike. You're going to have to be a little more current with your
I think
text that
Hackride
you're
just
talking about.
He
It is the
pays me
devil's
no
lettuce.
mind. Much in the same vein, Brendan Schaub is Batman. Where do we
Yes.
stand there?
Oh, it is a good question, Mike. I am glad you have asked. Have you ever created a cartoon, Mike?
No,
Right.
but you
Right.
have. That's my point.
I have many, and they are very
Yes.
popular with my friends and no one else apparently. But they take time to put together the materials, Mike. Do you understand? I can't just throw the slop together and get it on in 5 minutes. That's what I did today.
I guess my
This is
point is
some-
more. We've had many cartoons in the interim.
Yes, and I am building a catalog. What do you think? Batman costumes are easy to find, and head positions of Brendan Schaub pointed down and up are easy to find? These are all things I must find. I cannot create them out of thin air. I do not have the thick boy on a payroll. Do you understand?
That's fine. That's fine.
Thank
As
you.
well
Yes.
as long as you remembered, because I worry sometimes that you just forget. You paid me no
I
mind.
never forget. I
love-
love you.
I love Hackride hitting Mike with the "Do you understand?"
Yes. And also
That's
this
a fair
tight,
point. But my issue is he's created other cartoons in that time. That's my only issue.
yes, for you. Do you understand?
Yes, but not the ones I've asked.
Well, there is a. Do you think the Simpsons creators go make this cartoon and then tomorrow it is there? It takes. Are you doing some cocaine, Craig? Oh, what are you? That was interesting. What are you doing there, Craig?
I'm quitting smoking, so I'm putting the Zin in my mouth.
Ah, how are you doing with that, Craig?
Last
Hollywood
week,
Craig. He's on Ozempic. He's on fucking Chantix now.
Yes.
He's just doing all
Yes.
the-
Next is baby blood for Craig.
yeah.
yeah, I got it. You the plug for Baby Blood?
Yes. Speaking of which, title slander. I do not title the shows. I make the thumbnails. Is this some slander to my
Hackride,
title?
who had your back on that one?
I
Thank
got
you.
receipts. I got
Yeah.
receipts.
You asked what the picture was going to be, Craig. I described the picture. It was,
Look,
it
literally-
was Mike holding a picture of a sign that said, "Where's Craig?" You took that as a title. I did not mean it as a title.
It's weird that you know exactly what I'm talking about without even having
Yes.
it up.
But again,
Yes,
it's
I
not
pay
Hackride.
attention.
I'll use the same analogy.
Mhm.
If I told Dave to make a title for the Kirk Minahan show and he did it, it's his fault, not mine. This
I
is
know
not
it's-
Hackride's fault.
Yes. Craig has
I-
also unfollowed me from Instagram.
Is that true?
Did
yes,
I?
He has taken the team off of his Twitter.
Did I? How would you not know that?
I went through I thought I kept Hackride, but I went through a bunch, and anyone I didn't know, I just Instagram.
I'm sure we've been
Yes.
unfollowed as well. Disassociating is what it's called.
Yes, I went to find a picture for Craigers, and I was privated. Made me sad, Craig.
Private.
Hackride, one other thing you have to address.
Yes.
I think you did a tremendous job last week. Would you say the feedback agreed? It seemed like people enjoyed you.
Yes, I don't think I did a very good job producing, but it was my first time using StreamYard with another person. So, under those sort of circumstances, I was amazing.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was really good.
Now,
Thank you.
the one question I have, was this an artistic choice or just a complete boneheaded move when you left your host voice in?
Do you want the truth?
I think I can guess the truth.
What does Hackride say? I want what Hackride's answer.
I am a stoner, Blind Mike, and I had
See,
thought
this is
I
what I
had
think
cut that
plays
out.
into some of my requests.
But I am also a master PR man, so I take any opportunity and turn it in my favor. Yes, that was on purpose. I wanted you to see what I really sound like. I'm a man just like you, with a demon inside of me. That is all.
It made Hackride seem crazier hearing his real voice.
Yes, it did.
Because in my mind, it was always we're dealing with like some deranged, probably homeless drug addict. And then when I see, and then when I actually talked to him, I'm like, oh, he's a regular dude.
Yes.
Well, don't go that far, Mike. I'm here with you and Greg. At 8:58 in the morning in California when I could be on the beach or sleeping with a young
is that
woman.
PST or EST?
It's always with John PTSD.
Hackride's also doing, go subscribe to Hackride's channel on YouTube.
Yes.
At Hackride. He's doing a show. I got to say, I think you do a great job, Hackride.
Oh, thank you.
I think the co-host, maybe it's a bit or something. I don't get the, I don't want to be here sort of act she's putting on.
Well, it is actually not an act. She has 7 jobs, and she works at 4:30 in the morning, LA time, 6 days a week for the slave master over there, Stephanie Miller. So I try to be very gentle with her about that. But good news for you, Mike, if that is your concern.
Please.
We are going to an alternating cast of co-hosts, yes. So there will be a co-host other than Krista every other week, so Krista can get her sleep. Yes. And this one this week, Mike, it is a doozy. I cannot tell you because I do not want to say the name before the day, or they will back out like John's shows when he books them and people call and say they will beat women if he has his show. No. So I do have a very special guest this Thursday, 8 p.m. at Hackride. Thank you for mentioning it.
John really, by the way, oversold, I would say, his guest this weekend, where he's like, I'm not going to say the name, but it's a big A-lister. And it was like, I could probably get Dee Snider on this show.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had a great career and everything, but like, he's one word I think of with him is bookable.
Yes, for a cup of coffee, he will do an acoustic set of all the Twisted Sister songs in your living room.
Yeah.
I do think when he comes to mind, I think Willing. That's another one.
Yes. Absolutely.
Also, it was good to see Carlos on the show. I am a big fan of Carlos Danger. It is good that he is now a family member of ours.
I liked Carlos Danger. I've always liked him when I've heard him on podcasts. I like his voice. I think he's got a gentle touch.
Yeah.
Yes, and he sort of looks like a Harkonnen from the Dune series. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Rounded, more like a worm, into the spice. If you get my drift.
I couldn't see that.
Also,
I don't know about all that.
Also, you kind of let him off the hook because he is an unapologetic KB supporter who trashes you all the time and says the same joke about you, and you let him off the hook.
You know what? When he mentioned Kevin Brennan, I thought about asking him about that, and we just never got to it. But Carlos doesn't trash me, does he?
No, Carlos is a good man, but he loves Kevin Brennan in a weird sense.
Yeah, maybe if we get him on again, maybe I'll ask him about that. But his answer is just going to be that Kevin hates everyone, I assume.
I was just going to say, you're going to ask him about that, and he's going to be like, I don't know. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's not going to shed any light that I don't already know. You know.
Right.
Yeah, there's this weird strain of Kevin Brennan fans that relate him to Stern, and I just do not see it.
No, I mean, it's not. I don't think Kevin's. I think he can be funny. I don't think he's like a talented broadcaster at all.
Not talented.
He's good at confrontation. He's very good at that, but he's not a good broadcaster.
He can read a chat like no one else.
That's true. I can't do that. You got to give him that.
That's true.
Yes.
All right.
Also,
so,
Chris, one more thing. I have notes, Mike. I've been listening. I have notes.
The floor is yours. Whatever you want, buddy.
Yes. Chris D'Elia, yes? His accusers are like UFOs. Only one of them has to be true. All the million sightings don't matter. As long as he touched one underage girl, it is a pedo, yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you. That will be in the Comedy Hall of Fame.
I fucked one goat.
Don't do a kitty porn.
So you have to wait, Craig, until the man is done talking, and then you play the sample. This is how this works. See how that works, Craig? You were not talking, and I played the sample.
That's very good. Now, a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Really, I'm thinking of one guy on Twitter. One guy every week hates Hackride. Says, why do you have this guy on? And he's equated him to morning zoo host, is what he always says about Hackride. And this is a guy that I think likes the show. He just says he bails when Hackride. So Hackride, in order to dispel the notions of being some sort of morning zoo hack, has put a game together, very original, where he's asked us 2 truths and a lie today. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Next week, we'll be playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey.
Oh, if I had a chicken sound, I would be playing it right now.
Okay, so Hackride has put together a game for us, and you wanted to present this today, yes?
Well, I just wanted to be here for it because I am in the game. So it
All
would
right.
make sense if anyone has questions about my truths or lies.
Okay. All right, so should we take it away, Craig?
Yes. Now, Craig, real quick. This has a pause, right? And then another pause right after. So what we will do is listen to the 2 truths and lie, and then we will talk about which one we think is the lie and truth, and then we will pause again and you will tell us. Yes?
Well, the
Easy
good
to
news,
understand.
yes.
You're here to direct us now.
I was gonna say
Yes,
the good news is Hackride can yell at me while we're doing this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mike, pull that pop screen off your face. You're too pretty. Stop it. That's what I would say if I was directing you, but I am not.
I try to talk
Look at that.
West Little Reptile Family, $10. Craig, since you finally read one, here's another. Everyone listen to Why Are You Laughing, especially the ones on old comedians. Mike is the best. Craig is okay now.
You're the man. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, sir. But let's get to it here.
Welcome to Norm MacDonald. 2 truths and 1 lie.
All right, now hold on. Before I say this, we're denigrating the memory of Norm MacDonald.
We are not. We have brought him back, Blind Mike. He is very funny in this, I would say. I channel.
Right, well, I'm just saying he won't be as funny as the great Norm MacDonald. This is.
You have not seen it yet. You do not know this.
I just want to preface it with that. All right, Norm, take it away.
Yes, it's a great thing to preface a bit with. This will not be funny. Keep watching. Thank you.
Take it
My work
away,
is in
Normie.
vain.
By the Stuttering John Melendez podcast, because if there is one thing John knows, it's star fucking. Well, hello everybody. You all look so alive. This is amazing.
Oh man,
I'm your
bumming
host,
me out.
Norm MacDonald, and I can't tell you the trauma it causes to be taken from the most beautiful moments your mind can imagine. Just orgasms lasting for eternities. 2 hosts maybe the dumbest show this one trick demon has ever done. Anyway, we are here, so let's make the best of it. Now is when I'm supposed to turn to my co-host and do some banter. Well, let's just
Boy,
be
I gotta say, this is a good Norm.
It's good work.
That might be the best of all the voices.
No, I thought it was bad, Mike. I thought
the
it was
voice.
terrible.
I'm saying the voice specifically.
The writing equals the voice. I channeled him. He came
All right,
through
all right.
me, Mike. Do you understand?
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
We threw Eric the Hacker in here last second. The way Disney makes a movie on a character and shelves it just to maintain the IP. No offense, Eric.
None taken, you fucking dweeb. I never thought you were funny anyway.
You look like a giant raisin with eyes.
It's a
Well,
good
it is
voice.
time to start Baby Dolls. You all know the game. I will tell you 2 truths and 1 lie from each pathetic loser who couldn't hold my piss water. Blind Mike, Craig, and Hackride, and you, the audience, will have to guess which is the lie. And then we hear the stories behind them. Conceptually, I guess it's not that bad of an idea, but who really cares who these nothings met? Anyway, we will start with Krigger. Oh, Kriggers, give me 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay, number 1. Craig says he did security for Will Smith for a short period while Will's son performed with the Biebs. Justin Bieber. Well, before the slap, I would say this is ludicrous, but Chris Rock's jaw tells me Will Smith is dumb enough to hire Krigger for security. So I believe this, number 2, is our big boy Craig over here, once met the famous movie star and known assaulter, one Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme, at a steakhouse. This one cannot be a lie because food is involved, and Craig subconsciously cannot ever tell a lie where food is involved. What do you think so far, Eric? That's about what I expected. Okay, our final submission by Craigers. Craig 1 met Rob Dyrdek at a skate park and was told to wait 10 minutes for an autograph. Well, folks, I think we have our culprit. If Craig expects any of us to believe he was doing any physical activity, well, then he is just taking us all for fools. You have my guest chat, Mike, and Hackride. What say you?
Pause, Craig.
I pause.
Yes,
All
all right.
So, Hackride,
Mike,
you can
now
go
we
first.
pick the lie. Yes, is it Will Smith, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Rod Deerdick? Which
Hackride,
one
you
is the
don't know.
lie?
You don't know the answers, right? Craig didn't tell you.
No, this is the game. None of us know. I have a feeling. I believe Norm is right there. There is no way physical exertion is part of a story. Craig tells the truth. I pick Rod Deerdick. Who do you pick, Mike?
I'm thinking Rob Dyrdek also, because
Yes.
but it's such a boring story. Like, who would?
That
make
is
that
why.
up?
That is the Craig logic, yes.
It's such an incredibly boring, almost not worth mentioning story that he met Rob Dyrdek. But
Reminder, Craig, don't say anything yet until the next screen. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm thinking Will Smith involves working and not being racist towards black people. I think the Will Smith thing is a lie, probably. Although he didn't say that he wasn't racist, but I'm still going to go with the Will Smith one.
All right, we have one Will Smith, one Rob Dyrdek. Go ahead and play. There, Craigers. Now press pause again, Craigers.
Okay, I'm so glad. Why didn't you just have one pause screen?
No,
Yeah,
this
why
is
are we
how it
pausing
works. Because we now will be told by Craig. What is the lie?
Oh,
The lie was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, he got us, Mike.
You got us, you rascal.
I mean, I get 2 points. I get 2 points, right?
There are no points.
Oh.
All right.
There are no points and the rules don't matter, or whatever it was.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
This is. Have you not noticed the theme to all my games, Blind Mike?
I was not expecting a pause screen again that quick. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's-
All right, we.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Craig.
How is Will Smith?
Oh, yes.
So I was doing security at the Boston Garden, and I was on the floor for the Justin Bieber show, and it was the loudest noise I've ever heard in my life. Just a bunch of preteen girls screaming at the top of their lungs.
I can imagine.
And then my boss taps me on the shoulder and just points, and Will Smith was there, and his son came out and did, I don't know how long, 10 minutes tops with him.
Mhm.
And he came onto the floor, and I had to just make sure no one like attacked him.
Craig went over to Will and said, "Hey, where's old cue ball today?"
Got a slap.
Dude, he was dancing like the Fresh Prince and shit. It was kind of funny.
Oh, that's
But,
fun. And I'm to understand you stood outside. Rob, can I have an autograph?
So I could.
I love the videos you watch.
Don't make me wait 10 minutes while you skate. How dare you?
I met Kobe Bryant in Disney World, and I just thought Hackride would sniff that one out. So I
Yes,
didn't
I would.
use it. But that was when I was
Nope.
in middle school, and there was like an alien.
Did it have to be people you've met? I didn't use the same rules.
I thought so.
Oh,
That is coming up. Yes.
Okay.
Let's press
All
play.
Okay.
Don't ruin it.
Okay, I'm sure Craig had a hard time explaining how he thought physical exertion would be the smokescreen that fooled you all. Boy, Craig,
I just want to point out I wasn't skating that day, but I used to skateboard.
Oh,
I
we
like
know,
it.
Craig. We
like
know.
Craig shredding some gnar down at the park with the boys.
I had my oversized DC shoes on, dude. I used to get into it.
now it is Hackride's turn in the barrel. Hackride, give me your 2 truths and 1 lie, please. Okay, the first star fucking story from one DID demon is Hackride once smoked a giant blunt with Dave Matthews during the recording of the Everyday album. Often cited as his worst album, Hackride may have talked him into what the producer wanted to do, and that was scrap the whole album and write a new one on the spot. Oopsie.
100%
Okay, so this
Definitely
has
real.
Hackride's name all over it. I'm guessing this is true. Okay, the next star fucking story from Hackride. Hackride claims to have done sound for the first Night Watchman show ever. The Night Watchman is, of course, Rage Against the Machine's guitar player, Tom Morello. And Hackride was the lead sound man at the Coconut Teaser in Hollywood at the time. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's cool as shit. Okay, the last story from Hackride
Just
is
complimenting himself.
look at that.
Through Norm
Yes.
Macdonald.
Tom
Yes,
Hackride
I
claims
have learned from John.
went on a national talk show back in the 2000s and did nothing but plug Hackride's band at the time. There's no way this could be true.
Wait, what was the beginning of that? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Andy Dick went on a late night show and plugged Hackride's band nonstop.
Okay.
It is just using something that is in everyone's mind to trick them into thinking that this isn't the lie? Or is that the lie? Damn it, Hackride! You got me on this one. What the hell is this guy even doing here with you East Coast losers? It doesn't matter which is the lie anymore. Good on you, Hackride. I sure hope.
Should I just
some
wait till the
pussy
second
came with
pause
these
screen, by the way?
stories. All right, gang, which Hackride story is full of shit.
Yes, great. Feel free to step on the jokes anytime you want.
I'm sorry.
That was a good joke. For nothing. All right, yes. Now, people, decide which is the lie.
Okay, I'm going to
Dave
say...
Matthews, Night Watchman, or Andy Dick?
I remember. I'm going to go with Dave Matthews because it seems like the type of thing you think we would think about you. That
Right.
seemed too much like stereotypical Hackride. So I'm going with Dave Matthews.
I also was going to go with that, but that's no fun. And I'm pretty sure I was told about one of these already. So I'm going to go with number 3, Andy Dick on Late Night.
You're right. That was a lot more fun. I'm glad you chose that.
Yes,
Now we're really having fun.
But just so
It is a
everyone knows,
party.
just so everyone knows, I think it was Dave Matthews too, but you know, for the game.
Sure.
All right, pause it again, Greg.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Okay, so the false story is... I wish I had a drum roll. I did not do sound for the Night Watchman on his first show.
Really?
I did work at the Coconut Teaser at the time, but I switched shifts with Otis, and I said, Otis, I do not want to do the Crooked Bar tonight. I will do the main bands upstairs. And Otis got to do the Night Watchman, and it drives me crazy to this day. So yes, I fucked up every Dave Matthew fan life. I am sorry about this. But in retrospect, you know, the producer convinced me, so it's really on Glenn Ballard. How dare you, Glenn Ballard? You give us Alanis Morissette, and then you do this? How dare you?
What's the actual story? How did you meet Dave Matthews?
Oh, it's a good question. I worked in a recording studio in my first years in Hollywood, and so I've met a lot of what are now considered elderly musicians, but at the time were contemporaries, and it is a thing I like to tell about myself, because I am a star fucker, and that's why the show is called Star Fucking Edition. 2 lies and 1 truth. Did you enjoy that, Mike?
I did. Again, I didn't know, just to be clear, I didn't realize it was the Star fucking edition.
Oh, don't get too ahead of yourself, Mike. Let's go, Craig. Yes, he did know. He did know.
What's the Andy, hold on. What's the Andy Dick thing?
Ah, Andy Dick appeared on, maybe you will remember this man because you have hair on your face, the Craig Kilborn show. Do you remember a Craig
Vaguely.
Kilborn?
Yes, I do,
Yes, he
yeah.
was on after Letterman when Letterman was on CBS. And at the time, my bass player, I don't know if he was fucking Andy Dick, but apparently that's what Andy Dick is into. But he was living with him, and Andy Dick followed our band around and really liked us because we were very good, Mike. We were a good band that young gay actors in Hollywood liked. Yes.
Okay.
This,
Is
are you
there-
not? Go ahead.
He's not saying Hackride, though, is he?
Oh no, the
Oh,
band
that would
was
be great if we had Andy
something
Dick
else,
drops of Andy
yes.
Dick saying follow Hackride.
Oh, I could get that for a nickel now. I could go to Hollywood Boulevard and
True.
roll nickels and get whatever clip you want from Andy Dick, Mike.
That's a
Just
good-
give
that's a
me
good point.
give me the mission.
That's a good point. All right. Again, I didn't understand. the
No,
rules.
no. Here we go. Here we go.
Continue.
I met my friend Bill in high school.
Well, yes.
Well, whatever the answer, Hackride, you're all good in my book, baby. You bend them stars over, grease them up, and just go to town. It's a mitzvah, watching you work, my friend. Okay, now to our final contestant in a game with no score. Winner or point, one Blind Mike Geary. You know Blind Mike. As I look at your submissions, I don't quite think you got the gist of the game that we're going for here. I mean, I will read them, but you guys will see. There is very little star fucking going on here,
To say the least.
and the Warthogs once fist fought over the definition of unanswered runs during a Red Sox and Yankees game. There is just so much in that sentence that I don't know or care to know about. But okay, maybe the warthog is famous in your little tiny depressing area of the woods. Let's see what else Mike
kind of
has
true.
for us in the star fucking edition of 2 truths and 1 lie. Eric, are you alive over there? Jesus, you look like a crushed golf ball. Mike's second submission is a doozy. Buckle up, folks. I don't think you are going to be able to handle the insanity that follows. Mike once drunkenly cut a cast off his arm with a pizza cutter. So I guess the star of fucking this story is Mike Geary. The narcissism here is astounding. Anyway, I found this 100% believable because I once asked Mike to do a game, and he gave me totally weird the theme of the game at all. So yes.
He did not give me the rules.
Hackride genuine laughs making me laugh
from a
harder.
college radio station and almost thrown off campus for using the word broad. I see what you are doing here, Blind Mike. Broad, and then cutting off your cast. Broadcast.
Oh,
Broadcast. So clearly we are all just fools in your little world, isn't that right, Mike Geary? Okay, well, it's time for you to decide which one of these stories that weren't
Hackride's really enjoyed this.
Hackride stories is the lie.
I paused it. I did.
Okay.
I got the giggles. Hold on.
Demon giggles.
You did not tell me to come up with
I
celebrities that I.
I thought it was clear.
Just cut your arm.
I sound like a
Cut your
fucking
cast off with the fucking pizza cutter.
Naturally, when I think two truths and a lie, I'm like, you know what? I got to talk about Will Smith right now.
I thought it was wacky stories.
This is a lie, folks. He has no friends that are celebrities. The closest he could get was a pizza cutter.
And a warthog's a big deal.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I thought that one would come back to me because I hear you talk about Warthog, I love you. This was all part of the setup. Anyway, I believe...
I guess you can still guess.
Yes, that pizza cutter has to be true. Oh my God, I must hear the story on that. I am going to guess college radio.
I'm going with number 2 because I have a vague recollection of the other 2.
Okay.
I told you not to use things Craig would know, Mike.
I didn't think you would know these.
Yes. Imagine your life being so boring that everyone knows your story about cutting off a cast with a pizza cutter. You need more in your life, Mike.
Well,
Let's get you skydiving.
Can I reveal now?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 2 was the lie. It didn't happen to me.
I was right.
Oh, you got me.
I got you. Yeah.
I'm almost positive the other 2 stories have been told on this program.
Is that right?
I believe so.
Oh, he's right. I haven't lived that interesting a life. These are things. These are honestly things I didn't think I've mentioned on the show before. But yeah, the Warthog and I fist fought over. He said we were watching a Red Sox Yankees game once, and I said that the Yankees had scored X number of unanswered runs, and he said, "No, they're answered runs." I don't even want to tell the story anymore.
That got me angrier. I don't even know baseball. How dare he?
Well, it got pretty heated.
And tell us about this. And tell us about this broad and what she did that got you fired from college radio.
That one is a more famous story on this show, probably. That on WSKB, Westfield State's radio station,
Warthog
I
again.
referred to a woman as a broad, and a girl went to the proper authorities on campus, and not only got me kicked off the radio, but they considered expelling me and removing me from campus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Starfucker edition.
She must have been a
He
looker.
didn't tell me that.
Pizza cutter.
He said, "Give me 2 truths and a lie."
The most famous woman Mike has ever met.
Yes.
The creative director at the school college radio.
Hey, I could text Dave Portnoy right now, you cocksuckers.
That's very true.
He won't respond, but I could do it.
Yes, I can be left on red by Mike as well.
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie. One of them. Did Dave Portnoy threw a wallet at my face?
Yeah, right.
Let me think.
Well, see, these things people might know.
Yeah.
All right. Is there
Just
more
a
to
little
this?
more here, Greg. Yeah, it's just a little more. Norm says goodbye.
What an amazing show this was. And I hope we all learned something. I learned that Craig can't make up stories without thinking of food. I also learned Blind Mike is
Did you
really
know that
bad
was the
at
lie?
instructions, either reading or following. And finally, I learned that Hackride might be the coolest person on the planet.
All right.
Let alone
Yes.
the Mike project. Anyway, I would say This was worth being torn away from my wildest dreams and fantasies. I just wished that blind guy could follow directions. But then what would be the fun in that? Anyway, for my co-host, the once again sole property of Hackride Studios, Eric the Hacker, and myself, Norm MacDonald. Good night, folks. Wow, that was a real turd. You fuckers seriously dug me up for this. And where is that Lil Mirror bitch? He said Spade was a better stand-up than me. I gotta go eat his tiny brain before I go back to the grave.
Yeah, Norm's the greatest.
I think he's like a poor man's David Spade, honestly.
Oh my God, we're gonna have
Poor
to cut him loose.
David
I don't know.
David
I,
Spade?
Yes, everyone let Lil Mirror know what you think of that take.
He
Fucking
put,
moron.
he put his at on the end of the video.
Yes. No, if that is your take, you should defend it. Tell me David Spade is better than Norm MacDonald all over Twitter. Please.
Is that the guy that hates you, or is it the Dr. Chow guy?
Oh, they both hate me, Blind Mike, and that one has a head shaped like a fucking orange. Please let me get that in. Thank you.
You know what's funny is the Jean-Claude Van Damme lie. I initially was going to say I met him at a Planet Fitness, and I went, they'll sniff that one out.
Yes. Yes. We are in your head, Craig.
So I switched it to Steakhouse, and you guys were like, well, that has to
Yeah,
be
we were
real.
working out together, he and I.
This was fun, yes.
This was fun. Now, Hackride, tell us about this Lil Mir guy, because I saw you play a clip of him, and he's calling you like the gayest guy. I mean,
Oh,
he's another one of these
yes,
guys that
no.
doesn't get the Hackride bit, but seems.
Yes.
What I don't
No, you are
understand
spe-
about hatred of you.
Yes. Yes, he is speaking of Dr. Chow, not Mr. Little Mir. Little Mir has never commented on me, but Dr. Chow does not like the demon.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah. What I don't understand about the hatred of you is like there are people get you're one of these guys. People get angry about your stuff. It's either
Yes.
I can understand being like, yeah, I don't get it, I don't like it. I don't understand the hatred of you because you're a very for the most part non-confrontational guy.
Well, mostly, yes. Dr. Chow, I probably went in on a little hard at the beginning because I wanted to get a reaction because he's so terrible at broadcasting. But as a person, he's a dabbler, so he has family. So I'm trying to improve him. I'm trying to improve everyone in the Dabbleverse, and sometimes you improve by pointing a stick up their ass. And that is all I'm doing. You saw Little Mir's take there, right? They need help. They don't know what comedy is, and so I'm trying to help them. That is all. And so there is no beef. And the only one I really have beef with in this whole thing, I guess you would say, would be Erin Imholt. Because that poor damsel needs rescuing. And the man-titted, brassard-wearing man needs to be put down.
Okay, so what do you think of what I was saying about Steel Toe earlier? Agree, disagree? Where do we stand?
I think you have not seen enough. You have
Okay.
not seen him dancing around with his little black monkey doll, making fun of black people. You haven't, which, you know, here, whatever, but it is still weird. You have not seen the amount, you cannot see. This is the problem, Mike.
I think you
Most
haven't
of
seen a very
Erin-
good show, but continue.
as uncalled for.
Most of Erin Imholt's issues are visual, and so for you, you hear him and you're like, nah,
Oh,
he is a mid-broadcaster, a flyover Howard Stern, if you will. Yes,
Yes.
but if you were to see him and his hair dye and his bitch tits and the girdle he wears, you would understand. And then if you look next to him and you see a pretty blonde girl next to him that he keeps in line with his bullshit and lies about how great he is, and the only reason he has her is because they live in Minnesota. In LA, she would be dating a mixed martial artist.
I'll tell you when I felt bad for April is I listened to that WATP episode that Brian Johnson and Doug did about Steel Toe. And there's a clip in there where April looks at a picture of her, Aaron, Gino Bisconti, and Gino's girlfriend Keanu, and said, like, those are my 4 favorite people in the world and the 4 greatest broadcasters that I know, or something like that. And I was
Yes.
like, oh, she's like trapped in this small bubble.
Mhm.
And like, I think she thinks that show is a lot bigger than it is. And it seems like Aaron thinks that too. Like Aaron has, 10,000 YouTube subscribers and suddenly thinks he's fucking Howard Stern, which seems crazy to me. But like I said, I don't think he's so unfunny that he deserves all the hate, but Hackride's on your guys' side, those of you that hate
It
him
is.
out there.
It is internet hate. It is not real hate. I save my real hate for the people who try to silence speech on these platforms.
Damn straight.
Fuck
baby.
them, for real.
Damn
Box
straight.
eating dad with the super chat, $2. Love you, Hack Daddy.
Oh, box eating dad, I love you as well.
Dang Lizard, €5. Don't get what's so funny about Mike not understanding the game. How many times do I have to say it? Mike can't read a room.
Yes.
They didn't say it to me. They didn't tell me
I will produce the evidence on Twitter.
Wow. All right.
I have a feeling I'll find it.
Yes, or make it.
Yeah. Yeah, or make it.
Or make it. Yeah.
Mike will be on air telling all of you the truth soon. You just won't be seeing him. It will be an AI, Mike.
I do enjoy that. Starfucker edition. Warthog is number 1.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Love Warthog.
A powerful personality.
Did you hear that, Carl Hamburger? You didn't even make the list.
Can we title today's episode "Where's Craig Part 2"?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Colon
Don't
the
call it a
aftermath.
comeback.
The aftermath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Craig, can you please unblock me on Instagram? That would be nice.
Yeah,
We are
unblock him on
teammates.
Instagram.
We are family.
I'm sorry. I went through like the last, I don't even know how many, and just got rid of it.
He wants people to forget Fat Craig. That's what's going on.
Right.
it's-
Now
it's-
he's Ozempic Craig.
I'm
Yes,
not
Fat
on
Craig did
Ozempic,
not
dude.
exist.
Right.
I just don't eat
Ever
carbs.
since the Ozempic is kicked in. You know, they say that has like lizard venom in it or something.
Oh, I'm a lizard person now.
I don't think it's good for you.
Craig, as punishment for blocking me, I think you should find the biggest pair of pants you have and put them as the thing behind you on the wall, so we
That'd be
can all
fun.
be reminded how wide you once were.
Just like, and hear this on every level, just like Jared Fogle.
No.
Yes, yes.
Just like
No.
that.
Exactly, in every possible
Yes.
way. Yes,
I don't think it's anything like that.
yes. Check his browsing history, folks.
Don't do a kitty porn.
All right. Should we get out of here?
I think so.
All right. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. We still on?
Yep.
Go follow Hackride for God's sake.
Yes, please do.
Watch
I have a
Puzzle
show.
Box every Thursday night.
Yes,
at,
yes. Thursday
11
at
Eastern?
8 p.m. 8 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern. We are on the late night algorithm, so we can get away with a little more at YouTube, which is nice. Ooh, and I am also, Mike, I want to talk to you about this off air, but I am also on Rumble now, and I think Mike should be on Rumble as well.
I
So,
don't disagree with you. Yes.
Yes,
I think
and you can
that's probably a good idea
simulcast, Craig.
based on
It
what
is
we talked
very
about
easy.
earlier.
Yes. Yes. So watch Hackride and continue to watch The Blind Mike Project and watch Very Good Show. Yes, we are family.
All right. Yes, watch a very good show. Go to verygoodshow.org.
Yeah.
Support the Craigster
Mhm.
and go to blindmike.net. That's where you can find all the links for this program, wherever you get podcasts. Why Are You Laughing? Which we got a good episode with Drew Lane coming out this week. And
Drew
who are these
Lane.
socials?
Drew Lane.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Drew Lane. Yeah.
You got to burn that.
Not
in
whatever I called him. And who are these socials? You can find all the audio links there as well. You can subscribe to the YouTube. If you're watching now on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and tap the notification bell. That helps you know when we go live, and it helps you. It helps us with the algorithm. And if you can subscribe on YouTube, if you want to become a YouTube member, you can do that for bonus Why Are You Laughing episodes and get even more content on Patreon. If you want to subscribe on Patreon, get those numbers up. We're trying to get back to 750 on Patreon. We really want to get to 1,000. So make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And blindmike.net is where you can find all those links. And now, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Forgot to play Richard Ojeda.
There's
Yeah,
always
it wasn't that great.
I was gonna say there's always like 3 days from now when we're recording again.
Yeah. All right, whatever. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
We have a mean transition.
Sappers cleared the way.
Bye.
Everyone all the way.
Welcome to Norm MacDonald. 2 truths and 1 lie. The Starf cking edition sponsored by the stuttering John Melendez podcast, because if there is one thing John knows at Starf cking, well, hello everybody. You all look so alive. This is amazing. I am your host, Norm MacDonald, and I can't tell you the trauma it causes to be taken from the most beautiful moments your mind can imagine. Just orgasms lasting for eternities. 2 hosts maybe the dumbest show this one trick demon has ever done. Anyway, we are here, so let's make the best of it. Now's when I'm supposed to turn to my co-host and do some banter. Well, let's just be honest. We threw Eric the Hacker in here last second, the way Disney makes a movie on a character and shelves it just to maintain the IP. No offense, Eric.
None taken, you fucking dweeb. I never thought you were funny anyway.
You look like a giant raisin with eyes. Well, it is time to start, baby dolls. You all know the game. I will tell you 2 truths and 1 lie from each pathetic loser who couldn't hold my piss water. Blind Mike, Craig, and Hackride and you, the audience, will have to guess which is the lie. And then we hear the stories behind them. Conceptually, I guess it's not that bad of an idea, but who really cares who these nothings met? Anyway, we will start with Kriggers. Oh, Kriggers, give me 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay, number 1. Craig says he did security for Will Smith for a short period while Will's son performed with the Biebs. Justin Bieber. Well, before the slap, I would say this is ludicrous, but Chris Rock's jaw tells me Will Smith is dumb enough to hire Krieger for security. So I believe this. Number 2 is our big boy Craig over here once met the famous movie star and known assaulter, one Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme, at a steakhouse. This one cannot be a lie because food is involved. And Craig subconsciously cannot ever tell a lie where food is involved. What do you think so far, Eric? That's about what I expected. Okay, our final submission by Kriggers. Craig 1 met Rob Dyrdek at a skate park and was told to wait 10 minutes for an autograph. Well, folks, I think we have our culprit. If Craig expects any of us to believe he was doing any physical activity, well, then he is just taking us all for fools. You have my guest chat, Mike, and Hackride. What say you? Okay, I'm sure Craig had a hard time explaining how he thought physical exertion would be the smokescreen that fooled you all. But it is our boy Kriggers. Now it is Hackride's turn in the barrel. Hackride, give me your 2 truths and 1 lie, please. Okay, the first Starf cking story from 1DID Demon is Hackride once smoked a giant blunt with Dave Matthews during the recording of the Everyday album. Often cited as his worst album, Hackride may have talked him into what the producer wanted to do, and that was scrap the whole album and write a new one on the spot. Oopsie! Okay, so this has Hackride's name all over it. I'm guessing this is true. Okay, the next Starf cking story from Hackride. Hackride claims to have done sound for the first Night Watchman show ever. The Night Watchman is, of course, Rage Against the Machine's guitar player, Tom Morello. And Hackride was the lead sound man at the Coconut Teaser in Hollywood at the time. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's cool as shit. Okay, the last story from Hackride is, oh, look at that. This one is topical. Hackride claims that Andy Dick went on a national talk show back in the 2000s and did nothing but plug Hackride's band at the time. There's no way this could be true. Hackride is just using something that is in everyone's mind to trick them into thinking that this isn't the lie. Or is that the lie? Damn it, Hackride! You got me on this one. What the hell is this guy even doing here with you East Coast losers? It doesn't matter which is the lie anymore. Good on you, Hackride! I sure hope some pussy came with these stories. Alright, gang, which Hackride story is full of shit? Well, whatever the answer, Hackride, you're all good in my book, baby. You bend them stars over, grease them up, and just go to town. It's a mitzvah, watching you work, my friend. Okay, now to our final contestant in a game with no score. Winner or point, one Blind Mike Geary. You know, Blind Mike, as I look at your submissions, I don't quite think you got the gist of the game or what we were going for here. I mean, I will read them, but well, you guys will see. There is very little Starf cking going on here. Mike claims that he and the Warthogs once fist fought over the definition of unanswered runs during a Red Sox and Yankees game. There is just so much in that sentence that I don't know or care to know about. But okay, maybe the Warthog is famous in your little tiny depressing area of the woods. Let's see what else Mike has for us in the Starf cking edition of 2 truths and 1 lie. Eric, are you alive over there? Jesus, you look like a crushed golf ball. Mike's second submission is a doozy. Buckle up, folks. I don't think you are going to be able to handle the insanity that follows. Mike once drunkenly cut a cast off his arm with a pizza cutter. So I guess the star to fucking this story is Mike Geary. The narcissism here is astounding. Anyway, I found this 100% believable, as I once asked Mike to do a game, and he gave me totally weird answers that didn't fit the theme of the game at all. So yes, this tracks. And finally, blind Mike Geary claims that he was once suspended from a college radio station and almost thrown off campus for using the word broad. I see what you are doing here, blind Mike. Broad, and then cutting off your cast. Broadcast. Broadcast. So clearly we are all just fools in your little world, isn't that right, Mike Geary? Okay, folks, time for you to decide which one of these stories that weren't like Craig and Hackride's stories is the lie. What an amazing show this was. And I hope we all learned something. I learned that Craig can't make up stories without thinking of food. I also learned blind Mike is really bad at instructions, either reading or following. And finally, I learned that Hackride might be the coolest person on the planet, let alone the Blind Mike Project. Anyway, I would say this was worth being torn away from my wildest dreams and fantasies. I just wish that blind guy could follow directions. But then what would be the fun in that? Anyway, for my co-host, the once again sole property of Hackride Studios, Eric the Hacker, and myself, Norm MacDonald. Good night, folks. Wow, that was a real turd. You fucker seriously dug me up for this. And where is that little mirror, bitch? He said Spade was a better stand-up than me. I gotta go eat his tiny brain before I go back to the grave.
Yeah, Norm's the greatest.
I think he's like a poor man's David Spade, honestly.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to cut you loose.
David
I don't know.
Spade.
David Spade.